Do you know who the real power brokers of Europe are? Not the politicians, not the celebrities, but the unseen hands that shape economies, industries, even lives. Ready to peel back the layers of power? Today, we're diving into the world of Sweden's quiet empire, the Wallenbergs. This family is super influential yet surprisingly anonymous. We'll explore how this family has amassed such staggering influence, the secrets behind their wealth, and why they operate in the shadows while controlling some of the most critical sectors in Europe. This is the untold story of a legacy that whispers, not shouts. If you're ready to dive into the enigmatic world of the Wallenberg family, give this video a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's begin. Our story kicks off in 1856, when Sweden was mainly a farming country on Europe's edge, just trying to keep up with the industrial boom happening around it. But one man, André Oskar Wallenberg, saw an opportunity amidst the change. After a stint in the Navy, André Oskar had a vision. He wanted to help build Sweden's industrial backbone by providing the fuel that drives any engine, money. And so his journey began with the modest Stockholms and Skilda Bank, a private bank that would become the cornerstone of his family's fortune. What set André Oskar apart was his vision. While other wealthy Europeans like the Rothschilds were building massive international banking empires, André Oskar kept his focus local. He got what Sweden's growing industries needed to thrive. His approach was simple: lend money to promising ventures at low interest rates with long repayment periods, a move that allowed businesses to expand without the burden of crippling debt. It was a patient, almost philanthropic start to what would become one of Europe's most powerful dynasties by the turn of the 20th century. The Wallenberg name was synonymous with stability and growth in Sweden, but their rise wasn't just about financial acumen. It was also about philosophy, a philosophy that would guide the family for generations. Non videre, to be, not to seem. Imagine growing up in a world where your family name carries the weight of a legacy that spans multiple generations. How would you handle the pressure? For many families, the burden would be too great. They would flaunt their wealth, seeking solace in luxury and fame, but not the Wallenbergs. They embraced a life of quiet power. As their wealth grew, so did their desire to use their position for good. This ethos took center stage in 1944 when the world teetered on the brink of a new era. World War II was reaching its climax and the horrors of the Holocaust were unfolding in Europe. At this pivotal moment, Sweden's government sent out a distress call. They needed someone to stand against the tide of hate and prejudice. Their choice, Raoul Wallenberg, a member of the Wallenberg family. Raoul's mission was nothing short of extraordinary. He was tasked with saving as many Hungarian Jews as possible from the clutches of the Nazi regime. With a small team and limited resources, Raoul pulled off one of the most daring missions of the war. He defied the Nazis, bribed officials, rescued countless families, all without drawing unnecessary attention to himself. Raoul didn't just save lives. He offered a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. Unfortunately, Raoul's heroic journey came to a tragic end when he was arrested by the Soviets as they took control of Hungary. Despite numerous efforts by his family and the Swedish government, Raoul's fate remains a mystery to this day, but his legacy lives on, a testament to the power of courage and compassion. Raoul's actions were a stark contrast to the secretive nature of the family business, but they were not contradictory. They stemmed from the same place, a deep sense of responsibility. Now let's fast forward to the dawn of a new century. The year is 1916. Sweden's economic landscape is rapidly evolving and the Wallenbergs are ready to seize the opportunities that lie ahead. They established Investor AB, a holding company that serves as the linchpin in their vast network of investments. Over the decades, Investor AB has grown to become one of the most successful holding companies in Europe. Their portfolio is a who's who of Sweden's leading companies, from Ericsson to Saab, Atlas Copco to Electrolux. But their influence doesn't stop at Sweden's borders. They have significant stakes in global giants like ABB, AstraZeneca, and more. It's important to note that the Wallenbergs aren't just investors, they're strategic partners. They don't just throw money into ventures. They roll up their sleeves and contribute to the growth and development of the companies they invest in. This hands-on approach combined with their long-term vision has made Investor AB a model for success in the world of corporate finance. So what's the secret to their longevity and success? Diversification, patience, and a deep understanding of their investments. Unlike many investors who jump from one trend to the next, the Wallenbergs make calculated, well-researched investments and hold on to them for the long haul. This approach has allowed them to weather numerous economic storms and position themselves for success in new industries. The Wallenbergs' commitment to excellence and their ability to adapt to changing markets have been key to their success. They don't shy away from investing in industries that others might find too risky. Take, for instance, their investments in renewable energy and technology. At a time when these sectors were still emerging, the Wallenbergs saw the potential and invested heavily. This foresight has paid off handsomely as these sectors have grown exponentially in recent years. The Wallenbergs aren't just about making money. They're focused on shaping a better future. They want to lead, not just follow market trends. Wallenberg's lasting impact comes from valuing institutions over self-interest. Instead of amassing wealth for individual family members, they funnel their resources into foundations and long-term vehicles. This ensures that their wealth is used to benefit society rather than being squandered on lavish lifestyles or short-term ventures. For example, the Wallenberg Foundations control over $30 billion in assets and are among Europe's largest private donors. They support a wide range of causes from medical research to education to environmental protection. These foundations are a testament to the family's commitment to using their wealth for the greater good. You might be wondering why the Wallenbergs have chosen this path. Perhaps it's a legacy of Raoul's selfless service, where the focus was on saving lives, not personal gain, or maybe it's rooted in their philosophy of quiet power, where subtle, lasting impact is valued over fleeting fame. The Wallenberg family's dedication to giving back shows how money can really change the world for the better. Here's the intriguing part. Despite their immense wealth and influence, the Wallenbergs have managed to remain remarkably absent from the public eye. You probably couldn't pick them out of a crowd, and that's exactly how they like it. They don't court publicity. They don't engage in extravagant spending. They don't have a social media presence. In fact, they actively avoid the limelight. This isn't just a matter of personal preference. It's a deliberate strategy to maintain their power and influence. By staying in the shadows, the Wallenbergs avoid the pitfalls that often accompany wealth and fame. They don't have to worry about public backlash or negative press. They can operate without distractions, focusing on what truly matters, making a difference. Moreover, by not drawing attention to themselves, the Wallenbergs foster a sense of trust. People are more likely to work with them because there's less scrutiny, less interference. It's easier to collaborate without the pressure of public perception. And here's a fascinating insight into their approach. The Wallenbergs don't believe in micromanaging. They understand the importance of giving talented individuals the freedom to do what they do best. This hands-off approach allows their investments to flourish, knowing that they have the resources and autonomy to succeed. So what can we learn from the Wallenbergs? That true power often lies in the shadows, in the quiet, calculated moves that shape our world without drawing attention to themselves. The Wallenbergs have created a legacy that whispers, not shouts, and that's a lesson we can all learn from. From humble beginnings to shaping economies, the Wallenberg story is a testament to the power of vision, strategy, and unwavering principles. By understanding their journey, we gain insights into how legacy is built, not through fleeting fame, but through quiet, consistent action. Their story reminds us that true power often resides in the shadows, waiting to be unleashed when the time is right. They own most of Sweden, but you probably haven't heard of them. So how do you build a quiet empire? Where do you even start? Well, you begin with a seed, and for the Wallenbergs, that was in 1856. A man named André Oskar Wallenberg, previously a naval officer, launches a modest private bank in Stockholm. It's called Stockholms Enskilda Bank. Pretty and remarkable name for an enterprise that will eventually own most of Sweden. Thank you for watching.